He's a true five-tool guy. He's just as likely to hit a ball 400 feet out to left field as he is to drop a drag bunt down.
That ball ain't coming back.
I've seen him make plays and run down balls that you don't see college kids get to. There's nothing he can't do on a baseball field. A special athlete, but also a special young man.
Most kids his age want people to record his at-bats so they can post it on Instagram and see how many likes he did. He wants to record it so he can look at it and see what he did wrong, what he did right, and how to get better. He's a natural athlete in everything he plays. Now that he can focus just primarily on baseball, I think you're going to see a whole new player.
There, good job.
I'm Lonnie White Jr. I'm 18 and I play baseball.
Stay in the ground there. Keep him up on your toes a little bit. There it is.
So I first met Lonnie, believe it or not, when he was, I think, 10 years old. He was obviously very gifted, one of the most talented young kids I ever saw, and then throughout high school, one of the most talented, gifted athletes I've ever seen. But he's a unique human being in that he's very humble. Most kids, they're put on a pedestal because of how gifted they are, and they start to act that way. Lonnie's never been that guy. When you meet him, when you talk to him, there's just no ego there. You know, he's one of the guys and just wants to be coached and get better every day.
Good job getting the hands in.
I don't swing every day, but I swing a lot. I'm really just trying to just feel out my swing as much as possible. I can feel when something's not right, and I just try to adjust to whatever I feel like off.
Honestly, just kind of letting him do his thing for now. I mean, I'm looking to see if he's spinning off anything, but you know, most of the work we put in during the season, he kind of self-corrected throughout the year and, you know, got hot. And once he gets hot, you kind of just stay away and let him do his thing.
Lonnie is not a kid that gets real high or real low. Like, he could be 4 for 4 or 0 for 4. He's going to look pretty much the same regardless of how he's doing. And I think the guys feed off that because they see we have this special player. This is how he carries himself, and the work ethic too. You know, for as gifted as he is, he comes to practice every day excited to be there and wants to get better. And I think that trickles down through the program when they see a guy like him who's pumped up to be at practice. That's a pro right there.
That's it. Good one to finish on right there. Came in a lot, then went middle away, and you got to that one nice. 3, 2, blow it up. Good. Good. 2 more. Last one. Good, racket.
I knew Lonnie since he was a kid. He's been a star since he's been, you know, Little League football and baseball. With him, his mom came to me, I think right before he entered 9th grade, about four and a half years ago. Lonnie's a 3-sport athlete. I personally think he could have went Division I in all 3. And now that he can focus on just one, his upside is going to be through the roof.
This is more specific. It's to imitate stuff, you know, you do in the game. It's called the transverse plane, rotational power, where you gotta get them hips around and work the core strength as well. So that's why that's there. It's not really muscle development, it's just more of an explosive movement to get used to in the game.
Throughout high school and throughout my life, I've always played multiple sports. Football, basketball, and baseball, they all use different muscles, but a lot of it goes together.
People say, like, well, if he focused on baseball year-round, he'd be, 10 times better. There's some truth to that, but also I think the skills that he developed playing football and basketball carry over. I think him playing multiple sports has just made his body and his athleticism and explosiveness, go to another level.
A lot of throwing, hitting, sprinting, playing outfield, you gotta be able to explode. So learning how to come here, load, and then get out of that from the bottom half.
Today was a full body day. We did some explosive stuff with the box jumps and some speed squats with the bands that made some force a little bit stronger, some core stability. It was a full body functional workout today. So it's all about keeping them agile, functional, and keeping their mobility up.
See how his hand's shaking like that? It's stability in that shoulder again. You have to balance that kettlebell from falling over, so strength from your wrists, your forearms, and your shoulder.
When I first got him, he was only pressing at 15 pounds. So we knew once we got him stronger and a little bit bigger that his performance was going to increase, and it has tremendously.
Rest a little bit. How you feel? It's hot. Yeah.
These are all like the trophies and I won. This is my team for football. This right here It's a signed ball by Cal Ripken Jr. We got this going to the Cal Ripken Road Series. Again, when we were in the Cal Ripken Road Series, there was 4 of us. We did like a relay. We ended up being like the fastest team in the country, which was pretty cool. Oh, one more thing. There's Kane's baseball ring from winning the WWA championship. I grew up in an athletic family. My whole entire family played sports.
I played softball, and he was always at the fields. We were all athletic, and he just kind of followed suit.
There it is.
We couldn't get the bat out of his hand, pretty much. He would go outside for hours and just hit a ball, just always swinging a bat.
I really had a big love for baseball. Started when I was maybe 4. Baseball, I feel like, is always a challenge no matter who's pitching. I don't like to brag, but I guess my parents would tell me it all the time and how you have a future ahead of you and everything, but I didn't really see it that well throughout high school until literally right now, and I still trying to gain the confidence that I should have.
Oh boy, we're gonna get it.
Maybe 7, 8. Everything was just focused for him.
Yeah.
And that stood out.
And then when he got up to hit, I mean, he was hitting the ball, and these kids were getting hurt. And we ended up moving him up to the 10-year-olds because he was hitting the ball so hard and hurting people. So
it was kind of crazy. It's like, wow, that's Lonnie.
You're nervous that I'm about to cook you in this game. That's what it is. Yeah, watch. Every time we together, it's like we never even talk about sports for real like this. So it's a cool relationship without talking about sports all the time.
No days off is Lonnie White. In fact, he's the guy that I've had conversations with his parents through the years about. He needs a couple days off, because he does so much. Obviously, we'll finally see what Lonnie White looks like playing baseball year-round. I'd like to think his future is we'll see him on TV in a few years playing center field for somebody in the big leagues.
Why you let me play this game like it's getting bad for you? I told you I didn't want to do this to you on your own jump, but you made me do it.
I think it just shows how hard I've worked throughout the years, but it's really nice to know that it's right there. But at the same time, I think the part that's scaring me is just not coming back to high school. But right now I'm just trying to live in the moment and just take everything all in. To watch more stories of No Days Off, click subscribe.